Thank you, Madam Speaker. Last week, 7 former Planned Parenthood employees wrote a joint letter to the Energy and Commerce Committee detailing the facts that many of my colleagues and I have long believed to be true. Planned Parenthood is grossly misusing taxpayer funds. These former employees revealed that clinic staff failed to properly follow correct billing procedures, to prevent federal tax dollars from being used to fund abortion services as demanded by law. They outlined other horrific violations, including failure to properly notify parents when a vulnerable young girl may have been a victim of rape and is seeking an abortion. These former employees also wrote that abortion is indeed offered as a means of family planning in blatant violation of federal law. For years, we feared that Planned Parenthood was engaged in several of these abuses, and now we have inside information from brave folks who have confirmed these fears. In an effort to shed light on how much taxpayer money is at stake, and to keep a promise I made to the people of Texas 22 when I was first elected, I requested a GAO report to give the public a full accounting of exactly how much federal money is sent to organizations that perform abortions each year. We learned that over a 7-year period, the taxpayer price tag to these organizations is almost $1 billion. And last week, I was further sickened to learn that, according to the former Planned Parenthood employees, between federal and state contributions, Planned Parenthood alone receives roughly $1 million per day of taxpayer funds. And yet, they're accountable to no one, including the taxpayers who morally oppose these funds being used to end an innocent life. I thank my Energy and Commerce colleague, Subcommittee Chairman Cliff Stearns, for launching an investigation into this matter, and I'm confident that the full committee will do a thorough audit of this corrupt organization. An investigation is sorely overdue. Madam Speaker, behind me is a picture of one of the largest Planned Parenthood clinics ever built. Tragically, it's located right outside of the district I represent in Houston, Texas. It's surrounded by 4 low-income minority neighborhoods, Planned Parenthood's target audience. This massive building has an entire floor dedicated to abortion services and rumored late-term abortions. And because of the 7 former Planned Parenthood employees, we know that doctors and clinic employees have illegally encouraged young girls to abort an unborn child as a means of family planning, all on our taxpayer dime. Americans should be outraged to learn of this horrific and possibly illegal use of their tax dollars. Planned Parenthood must be held accountable. I will continue to fight to cut off every single tax dollar that Planned Parenthood and similar organizations receive. We can never tire. We can never rest in our moral obligation to protect our nation's unborn children. Federal tax dollars are legally prohibited from being used for abortions. Under our Constitution, the Obama administration has a duty to enforce these laws. Under the same Constitution, the Congress has a duty to ensure that the executive branch follows the law of the land. I applaud those Americans who bravely raise their voices on behalf of innocent children who don't have one and maybe never will. Thank you, Madam Speaker. I yield back.
The chair recognizes the gentleman from Washington, Mr. McDermott.